Hey everybody, welcome back to Around the Emirates podcast with Sara Mousa, where I speak to guests from across the about topics you want to hear about. Today I'm joined by the amazing Marms. Hi Marms.
Hello, lovely to be here.
Lovely to have you here. So guys, Marms is such an amazing person. She is doing something that a lot more people need in this life, honestly. She is the founder and CEO of both Marms Hope and Marmalade, and her idea is that she wants to give back time to C-suite and companies. She wants to make sure that she's helping them to run their businesses more effectively and just make their lives a lot better. So please, Marms, tell me your story and what kind of got you started in the space.
Yeah, so my background has always been in operations. I started as a Girl Friday and worked my way up all the way to Chief Operating Officer, not CEO, Chief Operating Officer. But I think if I look at my real background, I think it's more the honest answer is that I've spent my career obsessed around how ambitious people think, how they work, and the chaos behind it, really. And just looking at all the unglamorous stuff. So the systems and what they use to scale and instead of just being like busy, because a lot of us love counting paper clips and just being busy, but we don't really achieve anything. And with successful founders, CEOs, all of that, they seem to always be busy, but they're busy with the right things. And when you start getting busy with the wrong things, I guess that's when your business doesn't scale. So somewhere along the way, I realized like the real work was never really the task. It wasn't really in the doing. It was like protecting other people's attention and judgment so that they could do the thing that only they could do, like operate in their zone of genius, right? So that is what I did, and I turned it into two things essentially. It was the first one was Marmalade. It first started out as my personal brand as Marms Hope, but it evolved into this absolute monster of becoming Marmalade, which is now an execution and business support agency that helps small businesses and new founders with the execution and that overwhelm and taking that away and giving them time. Um, and then the other side is both are execution based, basically, more operational than execution. But the other one is operations for founders who like moving fast and need things to actually just run and move fast. And I'm the thinking behind it all, right? So it's I like to make sure that the perspective around building on growth and doing this deliberately rather than doing the hard side of things, right? Is that's work smart, work hard, but in a high level way. Um, and how I basically started with this was like when I was a Girl Friday, I just slowly worked away, and I found this common theme of like the operational side of things is the key that drives your business forward. And that is how I knew it's like I love helping people. So taking that overwhelm, I'm super, super organized to the point of OCD, that I just love doing that and love bringing structure to chaos.
I love that. And what kind of challenges come with you essentially taking the burden off of others and helping them do their lives, better? What kind of challenges and kind of solutions have come with that?
Well, if I take it just purely based off my business, it's discernment. Like honestly, I early on in the business, and the business is only a year old now, but it's always been thinking that growth is attached to saying yes.
Mm.
The more clients, the more output, the more visible effort that you have. Like it's that yes, you just say yes to everything because that's how you feel you have to operate. And what I'd learn out of that very slowly and at all not gracefully, is that saying no to or saying no to the wrong client um, is where it lays, right? It's like if someone doesn't fit your values or your vision or your mission, saying no is okay, and it does you more good than bad. Like it does you more favors than anything else. Like that could literally also be like say no, or that can help you like closing your business. Like at the end of the year, like last year, I had my business open for 4 months. Last year, it's when I started, and I closed at a loss. but I actually took that loss and I used it as a learning and something that set the foundation for what is supposed to come next. So, saying no more, not saying yes to everything, learning out of the things that, it's actually okay if something doesn't go right because it helps you in the future. And the hardest version of it is resisting the pull to look busy, right?
Mm.
Because the audience I work with really hustle and they hustle as an insecurity, but the quiet confidence is the signal and the strength. So I'm not really overcoming it by pushing harder. I'm overcoming it by becoming more clear, because clarity is the lever, right? It's not effort. It's like if you have clarity, things flow easier. It's sometimes taking that step back, saying that no, not just leaning into everything that you could find. Because I feel like the more you say yes, the more you've got more to do, kind of things. You've got a lot of things going on around you. And the moment you start just saying, no, one, I do not accept this, or no, I don't feel like you fit my values, it does you're more good than bad at the end of the day.
I appreciate like the candidacy and what you're saying, and also like the importance of self-awareness and not just saying yes and burning yourself out, but doing kind of what feels right for your business. And I appreciate you also telling me the story about kind of how you didn't necessarily make the biggest profit last year, but it obviously was a big learning curve for you. And I'm curious, is
Yeah.
there any other kind of major milestone or story or experience that made an impact on you that you want to share today?
Well, there was a moment that like completely changed how I talk and show up for what I do and myself, really. I mean, it all ties back when you have your own business, like it all ties back to you, and your inner state obviously reflects your exterior reality. So I used to say to people like, I can help you.
Hmm.
Sounds fine, right? It doesn't sound anything wrong with that. And then one day it like just clicked. It's like, I can help you is like me almost looking for approval from someone or auditioning to be able to be worthy to that person's service, or my service to that person.
Mhm.
And it's almost like standing outside the door asking to be let in, right? So I changed it to I work with people, right? It's not that how I can help you, but I work with people. It's just three simple words. Like it just creates a complete different posture. And the one is basically you asking for permission, and the other one is that you're just stating who you are and claiming your spot that is rightfully yours in a very big pool of opportunities, right? So um, yeah, and the funny part is how small that change was, but
Yeah.
over time it compounds and it makes such a big difference in your life. It's like um, tweaking things, and I even take it with my own personal experience, my inner state experience. Right, is like the way I speak to myself, like
Right.
my inner voice. I'm kinder, I'm more loving to myself. And the fact that I'm doing that has created an exterior reality for me that is kinder to me, right? It is more loving, it's more giving, it's more. So I think changing language is quite important. The communication is quite important when you speak not just about things, but to to yourself or to people.
What I love about what you're saying, Marms, is you're almost sharing the lessons as like the red thread in all of the ways that you're answering my question. So whether it's kind of the
Yeah,
learning curve of, okay, so you lost profit last year, but you learned from that as well. What if whether it's
yeah,
about the positioning and packaging of how you speak to people, and as opposed to potentially giving the impression that you're seeking their validation, you're actually positioning as, no, we're working together. Here, this is what I can offer to you. Not do I have the right or the honor to help you, but here's what I can do
yeah,
to make your life better and easier. So I really appreciate how you've been able to
exactly.
bring that out from your own personality into your kind of your business. And this kind of ties nicely into, or leads us nicely into the final question for you today, Marms. Aside from kind of the few lessons you've already shared today, is there one final message you want to share with the listeners?
Yeah, stop auditioning. Honestly, just decide who you are, do the work quietly, but do it well, right? And let the right people recognize it. It's like the things that most people are like missing isn't the output, it's that protection, protecting their attention really well, enough to actually like think with clarity, like spend time selfishly with yourself, like take that minute to just like nothing. And even if it's like 5 minutes, I do that every single day. When I finish a big task, I take those 5 or 10 minutes, take my new mantra or my coffee or whatever, and I go sit outside on the balcony, no phone, nothing. I
Hmm.
selfishly take that time for myself because I know that the moment I'm done with that time with myself and I go sit in front of my laptop again or whatever, I'll be operating from a much clearer place than I would before. And I think reflecting, journaling, living in gratitude, and I think most important of all is being kind to yourself, right? Come from the way you speak to yourself, coming from a position of love. Oh my goodness, it shows exactly like as I said earlier, is like your internal state reflects your external reality. And that has been something that I've learned, especially over the past 6 months, from January until now, that shift of me making that shift and focusing more on the internal than the exterior made my exterior world so much more abundant than it did a year ago when I wasn't operating like that. So that's basically it. That's the whole game, really.
I love that. I love that though. I love kind of the message of like mental health and well-being that you brought throughout this episode and the fact that you are coming across from such a, like I said, candid and personal and authentic place. And I'm really grateful myself that you've spent the time kind of sharing your amazing story with me
You're
today.
so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you so much, Mars. Take care and have a great day.